There are stories not just to listen to but to pause, take a deep breath, and reflect on yourself. Today the story is about Steve Jobs, a man who changed the world through his uniqueness. As you listen, imagine each moment, every challenge, every light and shadow he experienced. Let this story guide you. Steve Jobs was not born into his biological parents' arms. From the very beginning, life taught him that the world is not always perfect. Fortunately, he was adopted by Paul and Clara Jobs, ordinary people full of love. Paul told Steve, "If you do something, do it really well, even in parts that nobody sees." These words planted a seed in young Steve's mind that quietly grew over time. From a young age, Jobs was curious about everything. He disassembled radios, explored machines, and asked questions nobody answered. He did not just want to understand how things worked, he wanted to know why. Every time he reassembled a broken device, he felt he had achieved something extraordinary. This curiosity became the foundation of his later genius, where every Apple product reflected relentless exploration. Jobs entered Reed College but soon realized he did not belong there. After 6 months he dropped out, but not because of failure. He continued to attend classes he loved, such as calligraphy, art, and philosophy. This decision taught him that sometimes you must leave a safe path to find your own voice. In the calligraphy class, Jobs learned precision and attention to detail. Watching each stroke on paper, he realized that art and technology could merge. Each letter taught him that elegance is never wasted. Many years later, this influenced the fonts used in Macintosh, where beauty and functionality walked together. In 1976, Jobs and Wozniak founded Apple in a small garage. No money, no fame, but full of passion. They worked day and night, experimented with every detail, laughed at failures, and celebrated small successes. From the beginning, Jobs believed a product must be beautiful even in parts the customer does not see. This principle became Apple's core philosophy. The Apple I was born, starting the personal computing revolution. Jobs saw potential others overlooked. He realized that success is not only about the product but also belief in the vision. Every line of code and circuit was a story, a step closer to the world he dreamed of. As Apple grew rapidly, Jobs faced conflicts with the board of directors. They did not see his long-term vision and tensions rose. In 1985, Jobs was forced out of the company he founded. This was a great shock, a moment of loss, helplessness, and loneliness, but it also opened new opportunities. Jobs sat alone by the window watching the rain, reflecting on failures and unfinished dreams. He realized failure was not the end but a chance to create freely, to try things he never dared before. This was a turning point where pain transformed into motivation. Jobs founded Next, starting from zero, developing advanced software. He focused on quality, aesthetics, and user experience, preparing for the day he would return to Apple. Every decision and product reflected refinement and a desire to make a difference. Jobs purchased Pixar, a failing animation studio, and turned it into a legend with Toy Story. He taught the team that creativity has no limits and every story has the power to touch hearts. Pixar became a proof of perfectly combining art and technology. In 1997, Apple called Jobs back. He cut redundant products and focused on simple design and user experience. Jobs' return not only saved the company but also reshaped the technology industry. This was proof of the power of vision, persistence, and uniqueness. iMac, iPod, and iPhone appeared, changing the way people interact with the world. Jobs did not just create products, he created experiences, joy, convenience, and inspiration. Every small detail was carefully considered, each product a work of art. In his Stanford speech, Jobs said, "Stay hungry, stay foolish." He encouraged everyone to stay hungry, to dream, and trust intuition. This message is essential not only for entrepreneurs but for anyone who wants to live a meaningful life. Jobs passed away in 2011, but his spirit and legacy live on. He left the lesson that being different is not a burden but a strength, and creativity is the path to change the world. The story ends with a magnificent sunrise. The light shines through the clouds, reminding you not to fear being different. Let it become the strength that takes you to greatness. Everyone can leave their mark if they dare to believe and act.